Okay, you are live. Good.
Okay.
Hi, this is Will Yap from Driving School Malaysia. Today, we're going to do another discussion on a very interesting topic with Cikgu Yap, which is senior citizen getting a driving license in Malaysia. What are the challenges and whether are they allowed to get a driving license even when they reach a certain stage? So today's discussion, I'm going to talk to my dad, Cikgu Yap, on this topic. Okay, Cikgu Yap, can you enlighten us on this topic of senior citizen getting a driving license in Malaysia? Cikgu Yap?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you. And welcome to this live interview by my son, Will Yap. This is supposed to be a continuation of last week's story, or what you call interview, which is on senior citizens as well. Now, this story unfolds when one evening, about in 1970, about 30, more than 30 or 40 years ago, a young lady around 35 years old came with her mother, roughly about 67 years old, to my house one evening. I assumed that they wanted to take up driving lessons. And I began by asking the couple, who was it that wanted to take up driving? And the daughter said, my mother, meaning the elderly lady who was around 67 years old then, intended to take up driving lessons with me. Well, no driving instructor would accept a driving student of that age. As you know, to accept the lady of 67 years old would be tantamounting to accepting my own mother or my grandmother to take up driving lessons. Don't you agree with me? Yeah? Okay. Anything else you want to know?
Okay, from a driving instructor point of view, what are the challenges when you take up a student who's in a very senior age? What are the challenges from a driving instructor?
As it is difficult for an elderly person to intend to take up driving lessons at that age. Most people whom I think of that age are roughly grandmothers. So in order to teach an elderly lady a lot of tactics and techniques of driving is no easy matter. And for that matter, not anybody can do it. Okay, unless you are an experienced instructor, I don't think it is advisable to do so. Okay. Now, so what the answer I gave to the couple was, I didn't say I was shocked. It was not for me to say that I was shocked with the answer given by the couples. Yet I told them, anyway, I was quite busy then and suggested that they come back 3 weeks later and think about it, and I will make a decision then. Okay? I thought that was the end of the story. But surprisingly, 3 weeks later, this couple came again and insisted that they wanted to take up driving. So as a businessman or driving school instructor then, what else? What can I do? I couldn't disappoint them, So anyway, I thought about it and told her, go back again, think about it carefully, and come back maybe another 1 month later to ask me my answer. Okay? So what I thought would end there did not materialize. The old lady and the lady and her daughter came back again, true enough, 3 weeks later, and I had to then give them an answer. But this time, what the old lady told me was surprising. What I heard was very surprising. She told me she had to go to her husband's factory somewhere in town and sweep the, okay, why? Okay,
Yes, please continue.
yeah, and sweep the what they call premises. The husband depended on her to sweep the premises. But as an old lady, she had no chance of going outside, meeting people, and asking about driving school. She didn't have the time. Surprisingly, one afternoon when her workers, her husband's workers, were having lunch, they were talking about learning how to drive, instructors and learning how to drive. And she overheard from one of the workers that they were taking up lessons. On asking them who were they learning under or who they were taking lessons with, they gave her my name. So what surprising happened again was this lady, I asked this lady, how are you sure? How sure are you that I will be the suitable instructor to coach you? And she told me a very surprising story. True, you should, whether you believe it or not, it's up to you to decide. Well, she went through a ritual of what they call Chinese customs and asked the deity of her husband's temple, which is Kuan Yin, whether I was the suitable instructor for her. And the answer given by the deity of Kuan Yin was yes, affirmative. Mr. Yap is suitable for you. So there you are. This is a very surprising story. I myself don't believe it, and I don't know whether you will believe it or not. So, anyway,
So the lady got a heavenly advisor to choose a instructor.
yes, what I thought was, here was I doing my business on earth, but it looks as if the gods above, Kuan Yin and all the other God and heavens above, know of my driving school and my ability to teach people to get licenses, especially old people.
Okay. So after that, after she went through, I'm assuming that you taught her how to drive back then. Did she get a license? Did she manage to pass the exam?
Now, before you can, what you call it, there is no age whatsoever regarding age for a person to take up driving license. According to JPJ rules, a person must be strong, healthy, good eyesight, and most of all, must have endurance. She had all that. So I taught her a lot of lessons. I don't know how many lessons I taught her, but eventually she was sent in for a test at the Klang Driving Center, the Klang Test Center in Klang, Padang Klang. See? She went for a test, a real test. She didn't pay anything or so. She went for a test. Surprisingly, she came under a tester by the name of Bomo, called Bomo. Bomo is a very strict tester, feared by all driving school instructors. And I myself also would say that I'm quite fearful of this person. He came under this tester by the name of Bomo. So the lady went through her parking beautifully. She did it well. And during the road test, she also excelled very, very well. So in the end, the tester was a surprise. He commented, here is his comment: you are an old lady, but you have beaten younger girls who have not been able to do what you can do today. I'm very proud of you. And finally, he gave her $2 and told the lady, Tuan, go and take a drink. You deserve it. That is his final words. So there you are. Yeah, anything you want to ask, Mr.
She went through her driving exam with flying colors, better than
flying?
the
Yes, they are younger ones.
youngest
Even
one.
younger ones, according to Mr. Bomo, he said even younger students are not able to do that. She passed at one go. That means both parts of a license was achieved in one move. What an achievement it was. Up to today, this story has remained in my memory for a long time, and I suppose it should be revealed to all my readers, all my listeners, and all my potential students that she may be driving even today. If she's still alive, I have not met her since that date, and it's already about nearly 50 years. And I suppose she is still driving today if she is still alive.
Okay, amazing. It's interesting story, Jaguyap. Just okay, before we close our discussion for this evening, do you have any advice for those senior citizens who feel like, okay, they want to get a driving lesson? Any advice for them?
Well, if you are faced with a problem like the lady who has no choice, the husband has no time to take her to the factory premises to sweep the compound, she has no other alternative but to look for someone. Hopefully, they will get good instructors in the quest. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chaguyap. I think that's all for our discussion this evening. If there are any question, you can put in the comment section. You can like this video and share it with your friends and family. Okay, so this is William again from Driving School Malaysia blog. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Take care.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
and goodbye. Right.